Hello Trekkies and STO players. Today we're going to be looking at Discovery Legends Reputation. Now I did actually want to, have a lot of these unlocked already. However, it doesn't seem like, a lot of people play on the Tribble server anymore. Sadly to say. I thought it was actually kind of fun back in the day. But I'll at least be able to go over some of the stuff with you here that you'll be able to get in Discovery's Legends Reputation coming out on the 14th, which is only actually a few days away, guys. So we're going to look at the Tier 1 here first. You got Arium's Augments, which is a damage over time and area effect resistance, plus 34... God, can I even bloody talk? This is what happens when I actually try to talk too fast. But plus 31.4 damage over time resistance and plus 31.4 area of effect damage resistance. So that's pretty cool, not too bad. And you got Tyler's Memories. So it looks like, we got a resistance buff and a different one, which is a more like a damage over time and area of resistance. We get Tyler's Memories, which is another one. These both are going to be passive, guys. And this one's a close range damage increase passive. So with Tyler Memories, we get a plus 0 to 8% bonus weapon damage based on distance to target. Maximum bonus when less than 9.15 kilometers, no effect beyond 33.5 meters. Interesting passives. Unlocks. You got the Tier 1 passive abilities, which I just mentioned. Store Unlocks is a very rare purple defensive engineering console, Mark 12. And a very rare projectile tactical consoles, which is also a Mark 12. New equipment projects will be a very rare Mark 12, looks like torpedo launcher, or a dark matter quantum torpedo launcher. And, kind of helps if I actually mute my phone so you guys don't hear that in the stream here. But, and like I said, guys, I wanted to actually have these available for you. But if you kind of want to see what these things can do, 10 Forward does have there's a weekly, usually podcast on the Star Trek Online YouTube channel, which they do go over this at the same time, guys, but they actually have the abilities to be able to show you, which I wish I did. The Dark Matter Quantum Torpedo Launcher, and a hostile environmental suit Mark 12 ground set with Burnham's Resolve. Now, from what I got from the podcast, is the ground set is more of like a hand-to-hand type of set, which is very interesting. I haven't seen too many of those in the game, which is pretty cool. Tier 2 here, we got Saru's Grace. Controlling enemies stacks damage and speed buff. After sliding this trait, applying control abilities to enemy ships adds a stack of Saru's Grace on your ship, improving damage and speed for 20 seconds, and you get a maximum of 10. Control powers add stacks to self plus 1% damage and speed. So that's a passive ability you guys get, and also Arium's Efficiency, which is another damage resistance, looks like over time, 31.4. So it's pretty cool. If my understanding right, the Arium's Efficiency is more like a tanking passive, and the others will be more of a damage. So Tier 2, of course, you get your Tier 2 passive abilities. You get a very rare purple Mark 12 Defense Science console. Stats, unfortunately, sadly, guys, like I said, I don't actually have the abilities because nobody plays on the bloody console, and really hard to go into it by yourself. Equipment projects, very rare non-baryonic matter deflector, Stamens Antilles Ingenuity, and a very rare purple phaser dual heavy beam Mark 12, which is a Lorca set. So again, pretty sure if I got this correct, each one of these, there's going to be two different sets. One for more of like a tanking, and one for a damage for each tier. So, not too bad. So, we got tier 3, which is Shrews Bigger. After sliding this trait, apply control abilities to enemies. Sticker, adds a stack of Shrews favor to you, improving damage and speed for 20 seconds. So control powers, again, plus 1 damage per speed, which is weird. I think some of these might be a typo too, if they said. Because I'm going off the what's in the trouble server, guys. Then Landry's Tenacity. Sliding this trait will cause your critical hits to cleanse 1 random debuff from you, max of every 10 seconds. Ongoing critical hits cleanse a debuff, so not bad. So those are your Captain Tier 3 passive abilities. Support Engineering Console Mark 12 purples, and you get a tactical Energy Tactical Consoles, which is also another Mark 12, very rare. New equipment projects. You get a purple mycelial wave impulse engine, and also you have choice of a ground set, which is Mind Meld Device Mark 12 set Burnham's Resolve. For tier 4, you get 2 more passive abilities. Tyler's Duality, critical hit chance based on hull capacity. So sliding this trait will increase your starship's critical hit chance based on your hull capacity, max of 6% at 200,000 hull capacity. So you get a +1 critical hit chance based on your hull capacity with a max of 6%. Cool. Landry's Loyalty, again, for some reason, like I said, I think this is a typo. They didn't mean to do it this way. Which again, it's according to this, it's a critical hit and debuff. So for store unlocks, you get a very rare support science console. Equipment projects, which is quite a few actually on this one. Let's see, you get a Mark 12 purple mycelial harmonic matter antimatter core, which is part of the Stamens Antilles set. Not usable by warbirds. Very rare. All these are going to be purple, guys, just to let you know. Mycelial harmonic singularity core. So it's basically the same thing, but it's going to be only be able to use by warbirds. So it's pretty cool that they actually added that in there. You get a universal kit module, Mud's time device. Now I saw this one on the 10 forward thing for Star Trek Online. It's kind of cool. It seems like almost to the point where you die or close to death, you can activate this and it'll take you back a certain amount of time. I think it's like 10 seconds, and you're apparently going to be at full health. I wouldn't quote me on this 100%. It might be based on more of what you're already at the time it was activated. it could change. Um, and the last one for the tier 4 would be a very rare purple universal kit module gravity containment unit. Interesting. So our tier 5s, you get only one trait, which is a tethered non-baryonic asteroid. Now, if I remember this one right, it's kind of like the Discovery episode where they, use the dark matter asteroid to pull the radiated asteroids. Kind of does the same thing, but I believe from the back, if I remember correctly. New equipments, more ground and space sets. You get a purple Burnham CQC armor, which is part of the Burnham's Resolve set. So the Burnham set basically is a hand-to-hand combat type set, guys, which is kind of cool. I did see it on their, they did show it on the 10 forward, and it looks pretty cool. Burnham CQC environmental suit, which is part of the ground set. Tilly's review pending modified shield for the Stamens and Tilly set. And a very rare console, tactical console, Lorca's custom fire, which is part controls Mark 12. And I'll try to research this a little more, guys, so I can try to give you more of a in-depth on which one, what they all individually do. And for tier 6, now this one seems to be a lot of buffs. You get a lot apparently in this one. So it seems like a lot of rank 2s to the buffs you get earlier. So Arium's augments, you get a 39.3 damage over time resistance on and area effect damage resistance. Tyler's memories, bonus damage based on distance target is 0 to 10%. Range is still the same. Arium's efficiency is 39.3 damage over time and effect. Suru's grace. Let's see here. It says rank 2, but I'm not showing any increase of properties. So this is probably a lot of the typos that they mentioned. And I'll try to do another video after the release to double check everything, guys. Landry's tenacity. Let's see. Critical hits, chance to cleanse one random debuff from you. So from 10 seconds, looks like it drops down to 7.5 seconds. So a little bit faster. This one, Stru's favor, critical hits and cleanse debuffs. Improving your damage over speed. So it doesn't really change from the rank 1, which I believe is a typo that they explained. Landry's loyalty, which is a cleanse and debuff. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of typos in these guys because I'm not seeing much of a difference. Tyler's duality rank 2. Max is 7.5% at 200. 1.3 critical chance based on hull capacity, plus 7.5% at 200,000 hull capacity. And then the bionic asteroid, or baryonic asteroid, sorry, is one of those ones that it's a connect damage over time, close range 3 kilometers. So you get rank 2 reputation passive abilities of all the other ranks. Reputation flourish special zone ability. for your tier 6, plus plus 2% damage, or set weapons from this reputation, which is pretty cool. Purple Mark 12 alternate energy type weapons, grounded space sets. Reputation Vanity Shield color variant. Claim an account-wide gear discount for this reputation. You also get a fleet module and a Captain Skills retrain token, which is kind of cool, guys. So that's very interesting. So that's all I have for you on the Discovery Legends, guys. Like I said, this should start on the 14th, which is only a few days away. Which I'll also add in there. Also on the 14th, all tier 6 ships do become scalable at that point. So if you want to start using them on your character, go right ahead. But you must complete the tutorial first, guys. That's the kicker. So I will see you on the next one, Trekkies. Have a good one. You know what, guys? I actually totally forgot. So I forgot to add what TFOs you can do to actually get these marks. Now, join the randoms and some others, you know, you do get your choices, but if you want directly just these, then there's 3 so far which give these marks directly. So you got the Defense of Starbase 1, Pavo's, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Dissension, and Peril over Pavo, which was the space combat where we were getting our tier 6 coupons from. So these will be the 3 direct ones, 2 space, 1 ground, where you can actually get these marks from.